A clear vision gives us a passion that keeps us continually moving forward in life. I welcome you to the episode 6 of the features of leadership. And on today's episode, I'll be speaking on vision, going by the definition of leadership, which says leadership is the capacity to influence others through inspiration generated by vision, ignited by purpose. Now, a leader must be able to generate vision. A leader without a vision is a leader without a future. And a leader without a future will always return to its past. On this note, what is vision? Vision is a mental image of a preferable future. Vision is a foresight with insight based on hindsight. Vision is the unfolding of God's plan as it related to us. And that is why the wisest king that ever lived, by name King Solomon, says in Proverbs 29 verse 18, that where there is no vision, people cast off restraints, but happy is he who keeps the law. There was a story of a little young girl that was on voyage with her father, and everybody were on deck watching the blue sea. But because of the height of this little girl, she was unable to see what was ahead of her. And her father asked her, "What do you see?" She said, "Daddy, I couldn't see." So her father lifted up the young little girl, and the father asked her again, "What do you see?" She said, "Daddy, I could see what is ahead. I could see what could be." And that is really what the definition of leadership is. Leadership is the ability to see what could be. And that's what Alma says, that the art of a leader is vision. When you remove a vision from a leader, you have cut the art of that leader. Vision is the ability to see what could be. Eyes that look are common, but eyes that see are rare. Everybody can look generally. With our physical eyes, we look. We see things the same way they are. But with our mind, we can see what could be. If I ask you today, what do you see? I'm not asking you of your present condition. I'm asking you of your tomorrow. What do you see? Ellen Keller, a motivational crippled woman, was asked, what is worse than being blind? And she said, what is worse than being blind is to have eyes and not see. She went further to say that the eyes that look are common, but eyes that see are rare. Meaning that of the above 6 billion population on earth, eyes that look are common, but eyes that see are rare. There was a story told about Christopher Wren when he observed the 3 bricklayers on a scaffold, one crushed and one half standing, and one standing tall, working very hard and fast. To the first bricklayer, Christopher Wren asked the question, "What are you doing?" To which the bricklayer replied, he said, "I am a bricklayer. I am working hard, laying bricks to feed my family." So this one is living for survival. And Christopher Wren went further to the second bricklayer, asked, "What are you doing?" And the bricklayer responded, said, "I am a builder. I am building a wall." I am building a wall is just like a man on a walk. But the third bricklayer that has vision and most productive of the three and the future leader of the group, when was asked, "What are you doing?" he replied with a glimpse in his eyes, "I am a cathedral builder, and I am building a great cathedral to the Almighty." This is a man of vision. Now, listen to this. It becomes very difficult for a leader to take his follower to the destination he has not been to. And that's why another definition of leadership says a leader is someone who knows the way, who goes the way, and who shows the way. It is difficult and it is impossible to take your follower to the destination or to the future you have not been to. It's not possible. In fact, God did not take Israel out of Egypt until he showed the vision clearly to Moses. According to Exodus 3, verse 1 to 10, he saw the promised land. He saw the promised land before he orchestrated a plan and routine of how to get there. Now, for a leader to take his follower from point A to point B, he must be able to cast a vision for them. That is what Moses did. So, a leader must be able to generate vision. A leader who does not have a vision is a ceremonial leader. He's just taking a stroll. He's going nowhere. When he's tired, he will relax and rest. So I'm asking you again, what do you see? Are you generating vision? People don't come around you because you are black, or because you are white, or because you are tall, or because you are short. People come around because of your vision. It is your vision that attracts them. Leadership is the capacity to influence others through inspiration, motivated by passion, generated by vision, produced by a conviction, ignited by a purpose. So by this definition, are you generating vision? If you have no vision, you have no future. Yes. There was a young rabbi over 2,000 years ago whose vision is to redeem humanity. According to Matthew 1 verse 21, that says, "A virgin will conceive and bring forth a child, and his name shall be called Jesus, for he shall save his people from their sin." This was the vision that motivated him, that inspired him, and that same vision could inspire others to join him. Peter and Andrew left their father. James and John, the sons of Zebedee, left their father fishing business and joined him. Matthew, the tax collector, left the tax business, come to join him. Luke, the physician, a medical doctor, left his profession to come and join him. What ignites them? Hello? Vision. People don't give to your car. They give to your vision. And my question is, what is your vision? What defines a leader is vision. What is your vision? Vision is a mental image of a preferable future. Vision is a mental image of a preferable future. I pray for you. You will not miss it in Jesus' name. You will get there. Till I come your way again on another episode. Remain blessed. I am Prophet Dr. Sam Adebayo, the convener of Purposeful Living Ministry. Shalom.